Hello fragrance family and friends, and welcome to today's video. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at a new release. Now the reason I call this a new release in the title of this video, it's still unavailable at discounters, and so because you do have to pay full price for it. It came out in 2020, but it came out near the end of 2020, I think right around October, November-ish. I am of course talking about XX Artisan by John Varvatos. So when we return, we're going to take a closer look at this fragrance, that and more, so stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. Today we're taking a closer look, doing an unboxing and first impressions on John Varvatos XX Artisan. I think it's going to be kind of a mix of Artisan Pure, the super solid offering by John Varvatos, and of course Varvatos XX or 20. This I actually really enjoy, but it's a tremendously different fragrance than Artisan Pure. So if they can get a good mix of these two in 20 Artisan or XX Artisan, that will be a really good fragrance. So that's what I'm hoping it's actually going to be. But instead of wondering about it, let's dive right into this review. First of all though, let's check out that presentation. So I like the presentation. You've got the similar lid, but it's not the exact same lid that is on the 20. And Artisan Pure had the wooden, they went for the metal on this one. So again, it's kind of an amalgamation or a composite of these two. The batch code, for those of you that are interested, because I couldn't read it, November 20721 Artisan. Or Alpha. I noticed that somebody put a photo of I'm not sure, it might have been Artisan, but it was one of the wicker ones. They actually cut and unbound so that they could actually get to and appreciate the actual bottle. Because some people don't like that. I kind of like it. I think it's cool. Again, it's a nod towards the artisanal roots of Varvatos. And that's exactly what this is. But again, I think the color silver is indicating a little bit of a nod towards the more modern style. Let's talk about that note breakdown. John Varvatos 20 Artisan or XX Artisan features top notes of citrus bergamia, bergamot orange, and sour orange, heart notes of geranium, absinthe wormwood, and Szechuan pepper, resting on a base of musk, cedarwood, and vetiver. Well, kind of an exciting mix of notes. I was hoping maybe they would put a little bit more of the 20 formula, like a little bit of coffee or something in there to mix it up a little bit, but that's okay. Maybe that absinthe and that Szechuan pepper will do that job for us and put a nice wake-up call in this fragrance DNA. Let's check it out. In case you didn't notice, the very top of the lid has a piece of plastic that you can peel off so that it protects the actual shine, which is cool. Okay, so this is just relatively inexpensive atomizer. It does the job. Wow. Okay, so it appears my initial assessment was spot on. This is, at first whiff, this is a mix of the old with the new. I would say this is going to be a much better performer than 20 or XX, because there are some synthetics in this that lend this a little bit more volume and legs, a little bit more added weight, but synthetics can't really hold a candle to a well-blended, deeper, richer fragrance. I'm really excited to try this on skin. I'm not wearing a fragrance today, so let's go ahead and try that out. I'll go ahead and put it on both arms. I'm actually going to wear this. Like if you're a heavy sprayer, you're going to have to use it multiple times because it doesn't put out a ton of juice. It's not like that Ferragamo atomizer, which puts on a ton of juice or however much you want. This being an artisan fragrance though, there's really not any excuse for not budgeting for a better atomizer. I'm gonna give a knock to the presentation for this atomizer because it could be better. It's not cheap by any means, but it could be better. Could be the Ferragamo atomizer. So right out the gate, I'm getting a really nice earthy artisan, like artisan pure sense to it, with minus the herbaceousness. There's a little bit of herbal, there's a little bit of mineralic. There's actually more of a mineralic sense to this than there is an herbal sense I actually like. I'm a fan of green fragrances and green notes, but more on the side of concept than actual vegetal. Like vegetation is great, but I don't want to feel like I'm walking around in a green shrub or a green bush. Not really something that I desire to smell like or be represented as. This, however, is such a good mix, such a good mix. Right off the skin, this is popping, that Szechuan pepper, the earthy musk, got a really nice woody, musky base with that cedarwood vetiver. Geranium in men's fragrance is a power swing normally. If it's just added as a bit player, then it's just a nuance in the background. However, this is a prominent note in this fragrance. Geranium, you've got that Szechuan pepper, the geranium, and the little bit of green wormwood, that absinthe. It really brings a pungent, intelligent weight to this fragrance. It's got kind of a light, dry, stimulating, earthy, woody, floral, intelligent weight and sensibility to it. It's also got a kind of a calming effect. Anything that's got a darker, richer, slightly dank, earthy base to it has a calming effect, and I really like that in this. And yet it maintains a little bit, I think that absinthe and that wormwood gives it the modern twist. I think that's what causes this to be the composite of the XX, the 20, and then the Artisan Pure and the Artisan line. Such a good fragrance. And it also has a kind of a feeling similar to, you know, Issey Miyake's Noir Argent and Zadig Voltaire, This Is Him, a cool gray feeling. They actually built the look, the presentation of the fragrance into the notes. And I love when they do that. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed. I really like it. I used to work in a paint store at Sherwin-Williams and mixing paints, and they would have these different components that would make the colors, and one of them was called raw umber, and it kind of smelled like a deep, dank, seriously rich earthiness about it, and this has that raw umber feeling to it. Because this is checking off several boxes in terms of all-weather wear, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you can wear this in any kind of weather. It's gonna be appropriate in spring and summer as equally as well as in winter because of the dark richness. Now, this is kind of a back to basics earthy fragrance, but it doesn't have that herbal, lightly medicinal spring and summer feel that Artisan Pure has. This is more of the modern signature scent Artisan. Having said that, I can actually see wearing this in a suit and tie. It carries itself in a way, an intelligent way, with that modern twist, especially with that absinthe, that wormwood in there, that you can definitely wear this to an upscale event, upscale environment, as well as you can casually. So it's gonna be a hyper versatile fragrance, and that is a bonus for this fragrance. I think it's gonna allow a lot more people who might not have been able to wear it are actually gonna be able to use this now. Wouldn't say it's a unisex fragrance. It's got a very masculine bent to it, but again, all weather wear, casual or upscale. I feel like the performance is going to be really good with this. It's projecting really well off my arms. So I'm interested to see where this actually takes me. I'm going to wear it over the next few days, and I'll give you guys a full review of this to let you know what the actual performance is like and let you know how many hours that you can actually wear it before it starts fading back to a skin scent, or whether it's going to be a new banger for John Varvatos, which would actually be really nice. Well guys, that's it for my unboxing and first impression of 20 Artisan or XX Artisan by John Varvatos. I think it's a fantastic addition to the line. It carries that darker, earthy, back to basics, kind of mineralic, less on the herbal side, more on the earthy, woody side. Again, thanks so much for stopping by, checking out my video today. As always, thank you so much for your support here on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.